TLO, what's pop? We are on Twitch, not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see it. Little warning screen, we will not need it. This is English with Lucy. We won't need that thing like that, will we? No, we won't need it. Don't forget to hit the like button. I don't know if I said that already. Hit that like button, man. 20 weird things only British people do. Subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Patreon, Monday through Sunday. Talk to me, though, English with Lucy. I've never actually seen this.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
I ain't gonna lie. When did this come out? Did this come out this month? 4 years ago. God. Okay. 4 years ago, around the same holiday season, because she got a Christmas sweater on. Talk to me, though, English with Lucy.
All of you, let's get started with the 20 weird things that British people tend to do. Okay, so the first one is that we put carpet in our bathrooms.
That's unhygienic. That's unhygienic. Okay, now, if it's a ladies' bathroom, okay, cool. But us men, I know my pee stream, the stream of my pee is strong. And it be bouncing up out that toilet bowl. And then especially if men know what I'm talking about, when you wake up in the middle of the night or you wake up in the morning, your aim is a little off. You might hit behind the toilet bowl. You might hit behind the toilet bowl, so that carpet would be PPE'd in the mug. Like, that's nasty. Luckily, I haven't had the run-in on my UK trips. Don't forget, all my UK trips, they are playlisted. I will put my latest one at the end of this video. But yeah, I seen this in the pubs though. The older pubs I be going to sometimes, they be having carpeted bathroom and they smell.
Not everyone does this.
Yeah, this is sick. You're a sicko. Let me get out. This is sick. If I walk in your bathroom and it's like this, it's not saying that you're dirty, but your thought process is not cleanly. Like, first of all, it might be mold up under here because you get out the shower, like, you step on this carpet and it's wet, like.
But I am currently living in a house that has a carpeted bathroom.
Lucy, take it out.
And I will let you know that yes, we have had an overflow situation with that toilet.
Oh, I ain't even mentioned that. Yeah, what if you doo-doo and it get wicked? Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
And in a carpeted bathroom, it wasn't pretty. So this is quite an old-fashioned thing to do. We don't tend to do this anymore. But if you go to a house that hasn't been renovated or updated in a long while, or you go to the home of somebody who is very traditional, then yes, you might find carpet in your bathroom.
Bro, if I walk in somebody's house and see carpet, if like me in general, I take my shoes off at everybody's house. Okay, but if I walk into your bathroom and there's carpet, I'm going to go put my shoes on to go in there. Because I don't trust it.
We've got it here. It wasn't my choice, but it's here.
This
my grandparents have got carpeted bathrooms as well. Number 2 is waheeey. Okay, and this is something that we shout in a very, very specific situation.
Never have I heard this before. Waheeey?
Which is this. When somebody smashes a glass in a pub.
Oh, we do something too in America. What do we say? Yeah, I think normally like we like yell like "Opa" or like make a joke or say something like "rookie." You know, I remember specifically like I've heard somebody drop a glass and we yell something. I think it was "oompa," "oompa." I don't know, but it was something like that.
The whole pub should
No. This is what we say. Like we just shout, "Hey!" like that. I ain't been drunk in so long.
Shout. Wait. Sorry, I had to re-record that. That was so loud. Now, I worked as a waitress for 3 years. I dropped a fair few glasses. We had to carry these drinks on tiny round trays that you had to balance. I couldn't do that. So I've had my fair share of waheeey in my lifetime. Now, my mother's best friend forgot where she was once, and she did the waheeey in Portugal. A restaurant in Portugal, some poor waiter dropped a load of glasses. They smashed everywhere, and there was just my mum's best friend there on her own shouting, waheeey. Okay, the next one is number 3, which is excitement over fireworks on
Ridiculous excitement over fireworks.
Bonfire night. So on the 5th of November, all around the UK, we have bonfires, we let off fireworks. And we do this because it's the anniversary, the 5th of November, of a failed attempt to blow up, to explode, the Houses of Parliament. On this event, we...
Oh, really? I didn't even know this. I'm getting educated. Ridiculous excitement over fire. Okay.
Burn guys, and these are dummy men used to represent the man who was going to blow up the Houses of Parliament. He was called Guy Fawkes, so sometimes we call it Guy Fawkes Night as well.
Never
now,
heard of it.
On this night, or on the evenings surrounding this night,
Bonfire. I think I heard of Bonfire Night, but I didn't know why.
depending when it falls, if it falls on a Monday, then you might have it on the Saturday before. For example, people who have...
Oh! November. So I got back November 1st, so I had just missed this. That's what y'all was telling me about. Oh, are you staying for Bonfire Night? This is what y'all was talking about.
No experience or business dealing with explosives get incredibly excited. They go to fireworks shops, they do them in their garden, and it's just really dangerous. My dad always really enjoyed setting up the fireworks and setting them off in a neighbour's garden, and my mother was always absolutely petrified. She was so scared.
We have 4th of July here, but like the allure of fireworks is not that, like, I don't think it's that cool to me. Like, it's cool to look at, don't get me wrong, but I live in Florida, so it's legal. They do them year round. You don't need a reason. On a random Tuesday, you could just hear fireworks going off in Florida. It's like, all right. I'm not even excited about the 4th of July anymore. Now, I got kids, so I'm like, all right, well, we can...
He was going to get hurt, and rightly so. And one day, they played this terrible prank on my mother and all of the other worried wives. They let off a load of fireworks, and then they came screaming, covered with soot, with black ashes all over their face, as if they had had the explosion in their face, and the women went
I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'm just going to let this keep rolling.
crazy. And they were not best pleased to find out it was all a joke. Number 4, we think that a cup of tea will cure, or help at least, any bad situation.
We think ginger ale will do that in America. Oh, any bad situation? Like anything? I'm thinking like cure any ailments. Nah, I mean, a cup of liquor, Hennessy maybe.
And a lot of us genuinely believe this. When something bad happens, our first response is, okay, I'll put the kettle on. If somebody...
Yeah. Good news, bad news, baby shower, anything, cup of tea.
He's told you some devastating news and you don't know what to say, you can just say, that's awful, do you want a cup of tea? Number 5 is the
That's a great way out. For somebody like me who like doesn't really like, who has a hard time like dealing with other people's emotions. So when people come in crying and I'm looking at them crazy like, girl or dude, what the, like with no emotion, like, let me get a cup of tea. Let me get the kettle on. I'm finna use that. Lucy, I'm finna use that. That's a good one. Let me get a cup of tea because I don't care, but I want you to be okay.
Phrase, oh, go on then. Okay, said like this. Oh, go on then.
People say this to me all the time when I'm in the UK. When they see me out and about. Oh, go on then. Oh, go on then.
This is something that we say when we are offered something that we know we shouldn't have. For example, a very...
I feel like y'all randomly say this too. This when y'all see something popping and something good going on. Oh, go on then.
Healthy food, or maybe a cigarette or a drink of alcohol. When somebody offers you something naughty or considered to be naughty, go on then.
I've heard this in other contexts.
I wonder if you have a similar phrase in your own language. I would love to hear it, because I think that's just...
She is fucking. That's ours. I'm saying the S word. F it. Let's do it.
Such a key phrase in our vocabulary. Number 6. Colin the caterpillar cake. Need I say more? Yes.
I've heard about this.
Say more so that my viewers understand. Any British person watching this
Childhood
will understand.
Steeple.
Colin the caterpillar cake. They will probably feel excitement running through
I've heard about this.
their veins, okay? A Colin the caterpillar cake is a long chocolate
I've heard about
roll. I think that's what you call it. It's a roll of cake covered in chocolate with the face of a caterpillar on the end. And if it was your birthday at school, your mum would buy you a Colin the caterpillar cake. It was very easy to slice and lots of slices for all of the children.
No lie. Next time I go to the UK, I'm going to get one. Hopefully it'll be my birthday on that day.
And if it was your birthday, you got to eat the face. I remember my first Colin the caterpillar cake. I remember being served the face of this cake, and I remember it being disgusting, but I ate it anyway because it was my birthday and because I'm
not gonna lie, Lucy, it does look disgusting. Even for a child, this white chocolate, that looks nasty.
Earned it, and I'd spent the whole year watching everyone else eat their caterpillar faces. These are typically sold in Marks and Spencer's. A shop here, food shop here, quite a posh
That's M&S
food shop here, as far as I'm aware. And if you ever go to a British person's birthday party, I really think you should bring one.
Can I get one of these in America somewhere? Let me look. The fact that I can't get one in America is crazy. I'm going to try to go to one of those British stores that I be going to. Let me check it out.
It will make them so excited, probably. Number 7, something else we find ridiculously exciting, way more exciting than it should be, J2Os. I don't know if you
lost me. What is this? What's this?
Have these in other countries, but they are a non-alcoholic juice drink. Not juice drink, okay? That means it's not 100% juice. The most famous flavour is orange and passion.
We got a lot of juice drinks in America. That are not 100% juice, but just random other thing.
Fruit. But the thing is, they came in glass bottles that were the same size as beer bottles. So when you were a child and you were at a party, an adult party, you could feel like an adult with a similar beer bottle. Very exciting. I remember...
Y'all be getting them ready early. The legal age to drink out there is 16? Every time I go out there and I randomly pass by a bar and I see somebody that looks super young, I'm like, yeah, that's wicked. Is it 16 or 18? It's one of them ages. Yeah.
Taking it a step too far when I was younger and taking my parents' beer bottles that were green, Stella Artois always, and refilling them with apple juice and carrying that around with me, and completely confused when my parents were so angry with me and saying, no, Lucy, don't do that. We also had another drink called Schlur, which was alcohol-free, like a sweet grape juice, fizzy as well.
Yeah, we have that too. So that's the more of the kind that we would give a kid. But it's like sparkling apple juice or grape juice, like something. It comes in a fancy, like kind of looking like a wine bottle type energy.
I felt like such an adult when I had a glass of Schlur at Christmas. Do you have any drinks that you used to have as a child that made you feel grown up? I bet there are. No.
My childhood, my mom didn't really drink, so I ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
Number 8 is the phrase to pop. Okay?
Come over. Pop over. Yeah, we say that sometimes. You gotta be like in the deep south or something.
Sounds a bit random, but we use pop in many phrasal verbs, and it's a very warm way of asking somebody to come or go somewhere. Do you want me to pop over? Do you want me to come over? It implies a short amount of time. Why don't we...
Oh. So if I say pop, look, I pop over for a few... Oh, yeah. No, we do use that. Not even in the South. We just use that. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll pop over for a quick little minute. See, we add on to it, though. Like, in America, people will, like... They'll hear pop... And they'll be like, oh, yeah, they finna come over. And it doesn't imply for a short amount of time. See, we add on to it. Yeah, I'll pop over for a quick little second. You said what? Yeah, I'll pop over for a little, like, briefly. I'll pop over. Not too long, though. I'll pop over, though. Yeah, we say that.
Pop down the road for a coffee? Why don't we just quickly go down the road for a coffee? I remember one of my Spanish students in London, they were au pairing for a British family and they were so confused by the word pop, because you can pop around, pop up, pop down, pop over. Just treat it as come and go. Number 9, British people like to base the entire country's economic state on the price inflation of a frog-shaped chocolate bar called a Fredo. Yes, you heard that correctly. We base our...
I mean, it's 15p to 87. That's a lot of money. Over 10 years? That's what is that? 15, 30, 45, 60, 70. That's 500% increase in price. I get it.
Economics on a frog-shaped chocolate bar called a Fredo.
I get it.
When we were young, Fredos were known to be the most affordable chocolate bar. They were a little frog and they were typically, I think, 10p when I was young. I remember being given £1 to spend on sweets at a party. I could have one big packet of sweets or I could have 10 Fredos. The logical answer is to go for all of the Fredos.
100%. Like, we kind of do that now in our generation. Like, we used to take $1 to the corner store in the north side of Chicago / Evanston. Like, you could go anywhere, honestly, in Chicago, but that's just specifically where I live. You could go to any corner store, take $1, and you coming back juice, chips, candy, a super donut. Like, you getting your fix. Like, you good. Now, boy, that's $10. Same inflation almost.
However, every time I see the price of a Fredo rise, I am outraged, and the rest of the nation is too. I'm going to search now. Current price of Fredos. 25p. 25p. So what? Okay, just going to have to pause there. I got so angry about the price inflation of Fredos that I broke my microphone, and the next 3 videos have terrible audio. Damn you, Fredos. That means that I could have bought 10 and now I can only buy 4. That is outrageous.
It's not that bad.
Okay, number 10, pigs in blankets. We get so excited about this particular food called a
pig in a blanket. So in America, it's like a little mini hot dog, and you wrap like a croissant around it. Maybe it's almost similar, but that's how we do it here. And like anytime, like I bought pigs in a blanket one time to like somewhere, and it was like, "Oh, you bought pigs in a blanket?" Yes, and I was like, "Oh, I did something good. I didn't even know. I just picked the easiest thing."
Pig in blanket.
It is
a little cocktail sausage wrapped in bacon.
Well, all right. That's massively different. But yes, we have the cocktail sausage, but it's literally in a croissant. Like you can get Pillsbury croissants. like tin. It comes in a little tube, and it comes in triangles, and you take the triangle and you wrap it around that. That's the American pigs in a blanket.
And typically we only have them at Christmas. But there's no reason for this. We could have them every Sunday. But if you go to a pub and your Sunday roast comes with a pig in blanket or some pigs in blanket.
That look good now.
It's the best roast ever. We
Crispy
absolutely
bacon?
love them. But we only have them at Christmas. Why is that? Number 11, one of our most popular TV shows is a TV show of people watching TV shows. It's called Gogglebox.
Hey, hold on now. Hold on, Lucy. That's literally what I'm doing now. Whoever's watching this, leave a comment because you're watching me watch a YouTube video. We're doing this. We're still doing this.
Imagine this concept has arrived in other countries now.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's called reaction channels.
Basically film families watching the TV highlights, and then they compile their witty remarks, and then we watch them. It's a very good program. It's very meta.
Literally, this is literally what's going on right now. So that's why British people be like, that's why they're so inclined to watch reaction channels, because it's like embedded in y'all through googly eyes. What's it called? Okay, that makes sense. I never knew that. This is all new knowledge to me, but now I get it.
Number 12, dog poo in Facebook groups. Okay, in the UK, and I imagine in lots of places in the world, we have Facebook groups for our local communities. So I'm in quite a few of the surrounding villages and towns. And there is a new phenomenon, and it is the people that are getting so frustrated with people not picking up their dog poo, especially if it's on someone's property or on their front lawn.
This is a little bit too much for me, joining a Facebook group for my community. Just because I like to mind my business. And I will confront you right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a little too... This is very British. That passive-aggressive energy, that's very... It's very British. I noticed that when I was out there. But like me, I'm rather just like, yo... Get your dog poop off my yard.
People are taking pictures of the dog poo and posting it in these community groups. And I don't know about you, but I normally check my phone for the first time in the morning when I'm about to take my first bite of breakfast, normally porridge. And to have porridge approaching my mouth, opening my phone and seeing a massive dog poo... It's
sickening, honestly.
It's just not ideal. So now people are rebelling against the dog...
So porridge is like a British breakfast thing? Porridge? I've never had porridge. Can I get that here? Let me look it up. Okay, I mean, it's a little more intricate than I thought if you not using instant porridge. And I wouldn't want to use instant porridge. I would want to use, the good brand.
Poo posters.
But, okay.
And there's just huge civil unrest online at the moment. Those who want to shame the dog poo leavers and those who want to shame...
I feel like, this is quintessentially British. I'm pretty sure this happens in America too, but...
Poo posters.
I would not
It's
participate.
very complex. I hate dog poo. It's absolutely horrendous. But I also don't want to see it all over my Facebook timeline. I've seen enough. We know it's a problem. Number 13. Drinking in rounds, okay?
We passive-aggressively drink in rounds. I just spoke on passive-aggressiveness. I tell you, that's British.
When we go on a night out with a group of friends, we drink in rounds, which means if there are 5 of us, instead of everyone buying their individual drinks, one person will buy 5 drinks, then the next person will buy 5 drinks. I'm sure.
That makes sense, though. But there's always that one broke person that can't buy their round of drinks. Don't come and don't go last. If we go out and there's 7 of us, and you the 7th person to buy your round, and you ain't got no money, I'm pissed. Bro, you drank 6 free rounds and did not put back into the pot. That makes sense. It's like we all bought 6-7 drinks.
Well, many of you are aware of this concept. I'm sure it has a different name where you're from.
No, that's it.
But The very British thing to do is to shout, "Whose round is it?" when you know exactly whose round it is, and you just are trying to make them actually buy their round, because there are a lot of people who will participate in rounds, wait till last and hope that they won't actually have to buy.
See what I'm saying? I feel like I used to at one point be that person.
That round, thus escaping with a lot of free drinks and a very full wallet, and it's very annoying. Now, it can be considered quite passive aggressive. So instead of saying, "It's your round, go and buy your round," just shouting, "Whose round is it?" is a much easier way.
Yeah, see, I'm more direct. Like I said, like, you can't get 6 free shots. Hey, it's your turn, twin. Go ahead and get your round, man. No, because last time when we came, you got out. I see what you doing. Last time you came, you got out of here with 6 free drinks. It's your turn. Do your thing. Don't do that to us. See, yeah, I'm on that.
To avoid confrontation. However,
I want confrontation.
My fiance, he said at university there was one guy who was so bad at buying or paying for his fair share of drinks that they actually grabbed him, marched him to an ATM, a bank, took his card out and forced him to take out the money. Some people are just what we would call here tight. If somebody's tight, they don't like spending
Don't go out.
a lot of money. Number 14 is we can't always be bothered to use an umbrella. It rains so often that unless it is absolutely pummeling it down, I don't mind getting a bit wet. I remember when I was in Spain, the minute the first drop hit anyone's hair, they would whip out their umbrella. Everyone had it. Everyone knew the weather.
In Chicago, like if it's gonna rain, they're gonna pull out that umbrella, 100%. In Florida, it's a little bit different though, because it rains a lot here, but it rains in patches. It's crazy here. Like literally in Florida, I could be standing and the sun will be right there at 80, 90 degrees, but across the street, dark clouds raining heavily. Like it get like that. So people don't even bring umbrella. I've never seen anybody walking with an umbrella. And in Florida, they'll have an umbrella for the intense sun before they'll have it for the rain.
I just never knew how people kept track of whether it was going to rain that day or not, but it was more of a rare occasion there, and it's very, very common here. So I did used to walk into my classrooms soaking wet sometimes, just, normal. Number 15, we don't put fridges in the eggs. Wrong. Number 15, we don't always put our eggs in the fridge.
Yeah, I noticed that. When I went to Tesco, I went down an aisle and the eggs was just in the aisle, not in the cooler area. So that's a little bit wild for me.
I don't know if this is weird for you. I remember going abroad and seeing fridges in the eggs. I remember going abroad and seeing eggs in the fridges.
But y'all don't need to though, because something about y'all eggs is fresher. Y'all milk, everything is fresher in the UK. Like I had a glass of milk in the UK and I was like, this does not taste the same as America's.
Some fridges arriving with egg holders. I thought that was so weird. No, I like a nice room temperature egg. Oh yes. Why does that sound like an innuendo? 16. This one goes without saying.
I don't think it matters. I'm going to cook it regardless, right?
We are obsessed with the weather. Even if it's so boring, it's slightly grey and windy today. We will tell you that. It's a bit grey and windy, isn't it?
It's because y'all hoping for something else. Y'all hoping for a change. Y'all hoping for a bit of sunlight,
It does change so much that it is quite, entertaining. Sometimes we don't have that much in our lives to talk about, so the weather is just a really good one to go for. Number 17, scone or scone. Okay, this is the conundrum. And actually there's a...
What? Say it again, ma'am. Say it again.
Scone or scone. Okay, this is the...
I say scone.
Conundrum. And actually there's a part 2 to this conundrum as well. There is a baked good, which I call a scone. But other people call it a scone. And there's a big fight, a big divide in the UK about...
I think you say it like scone when you don't care. But if you're saying scone, that like you trying to be like proper. Like, you trying to be like, oh, I got to like posh. You trying to be uppity about it. That's like saying Lamborghini Urus. No, it's Lamborghini Urus. Like, chill. We're playing GTA. Like, relax.
Whether it is a scone or a scone, I don't want to get involved in that. I'm not going to say scone is wrong, but I do prefer scone. Scone! Damn it! The other part of this conundrum is the order in which you put toppings. Typically, we serve scones or scones with jam and clotted cream. They are absolutely to die for.
Now, the first time I ever had a scone, I had it with just the scone. But now, after that, y'all told me, no, you got to put jam and clotted cream. The jam and clotted cream adds so much more personality to it. Like, it's crazy how much different it is with that. Like, you get it. Like, the clotted cream don't really have no much taste, but it's like more for texture. But that jam with the clotted cream, oh yeah. That's a crowd favorite.
If you come to the UK, make sure you have an afternoon tea with scones or scones. Now, I always put clotted cream first, then jam, but some people will swear you have to put the jam first, then the clotted.
You at the end of the day, you looking for spreadability, right? You want a comfortable spread. So you obviously need to put the clotted cream first because it's going to spread smoothly. And when you put the jam on top of the clotted cream, the jam is also going to spread smoothly because of the different textures. Now, if you put the jam first, yes, you could spread it on the scone. It's going to be fine. But when you go to put that clotted cream on top of that jam, it's not going to look the same. It ain't going. The presentation going to be thrown off. It's going to be mixed up. It's going to be tough to spread. Like, you got to go clotted cream first. And that's my American opinion.
Cream. I'm not going to tell you which is right. You're just going to have to try it out for yourself.
Plus, presentation. You won't want the cream on top of the like it look nice.
But I think logistically, cream first, then jam. Number 18, we are terrible at ending conversations. Honestly, this is
not me. Yeah, hello? Yeah. Nah, yeah. What? Man, I got kids. I gotta go. Hold on. Let me call you back. Never calls back. Conversation over.
The most annoying thing ever. There is a huge culprit of this, and it is my fiance Will. Typically, when we want to end a conversation, we will say, right, and kind of, I need to be heading off, or I must get a move on, or I need to get going. But for some reason, some people really struggle with this. And when you have two people that struggle with ending conversations coming together, well, you could just go on for eternity. It's really, really troubling.
Right.
Did you
Hey, shout out Will.
hear that?
Yes.
Come and say hello. Admit to your problem. This is Will. Don't worry about his face. You know your problem. You're almost perfect.
Was it ending conversations?
It was ending conversations.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
It's fine if you're talking to someone who can end the conversation, but it's when you are with another person that also finds ending conversations difficult.
Well, it's nice to get out, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a
lockdown
tough year
problem.
for everyone. Leave it to it.
All right, I'm almost done.
Cool.
Number 19, we really overuse the word sorry.
Yeah, y'all sure do. And like me, I found myself coming back to America saying sorry to people and then having to go back to them and be like, no, I'm not sorry. I don't know why I said that. Is it rude for me to go back and take my sorry back? Like, because I didn't really mean it. I'm not really sorry. I didn't do nothing.
This was further solidified in my mind last night. We watched Bridget Jones, and there was the scene where Mark Darcy...
I take my sorries back. I need a refund on certain sorries. I ain't gonna
Colin
lie.
Firth and Hugh Grant were fighting, and they were knocking over things on people's tables in a restaurant, and they were still apologising. We just can't help it. I find myself apologising for apologising too much. Number 20, the final weird thing that British people do.
My girl apologizes a lot. I'd be like, girl, stop saying sorry.
Is consume a lot of pre-made sandwiches.
Yeah. Especially because we do that here too, though. It's easy. It's on the go. But y'all got meal deals, so it's like different.
It's a bit of a random one. But there is something very exciting about going on a short car journey and stopping off for lunch. And lunch will be a pre-made sandwich in a box. You can get
I will say, y'all variety of pre-made sandwiches are bar none. We normally got turkey, like an Italian, like a Caesar. All right, but y'all got a great variety
from petrol stations,
of
or
pre-made
you can get them
sandwiches.
from supermarkets. I know Tesco does something called a meal deal, where for a certain amount of money you get a sandwich, a snack and a drink, and people absolutely
$5.
love it, and they try to get the most value from that meal deal. They say you can tell a lot about a person from what they choose for their meal deal. But I've travelled to a couple of countries and I've never seen the sheer amount of options for pre-made sandwiches that we have in the UK.
Yeah, I will give that to y'all. Yeah, and so somebody that like me, like that like to like eat little sandwiches on the way, or do like stop off and just grab a little sandwich. That's good.
It's
Just don't put no British mustard on my stuff.
crazy. Every flavour, every filling, so creative as well. Prawn is my favourite. Prawn mayonnaise. Absolutely love it. The Christmas range is in full swing at the moment. We have turkey and stuffing sandwiches.
Really?
Awesome. I saw a duck l'orange
Duck Laurent. See what I'm saying? Like the sheer variety is bar none.
sandwich the other day. I wouldn't say it's something I
Whoever be in the back making them little sandwiches, y'all really be cutting up. Salute to you. You deserve a raise.
recommend. Actually, if you want to have a British experience when you come over to the UK, go to a petrol station, buy a sandwich, then you will feel like a Brit. Right. On that note, that's the end of today.
Well, thank you, English with Lucy. I really figured some things out. The comparison to here is, it's pretty, some stuff there, some stuff not there. Our sandwiches are also dry. So, prawn mayonnaise sounds fire. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post. I'm going.